on this kind of horse because you need to be very cool and calm when maneuvering for polo. Whereas this horse is bred for distance and charging and cavalry charges and rushing. So this horse has a relative in the neighboring state of Gujarat called the Sindhi. So this is the Marwari, which is a geographical region in this part of the country and the world. And its neighbor and its cousin is called the Sindhi, who's a little smaller. Now, you compared to the horses that you've seen in Europe and so on, they're so big and strong and heavily built, and this is so slim and so on. But this has evolved because of the climate. So, because a smaller surface area will take on less heat, so it survives the heat better. Now, another horse, you can't, in summer you can't sort of just leave it out under a tree. All our fancy horses we got to put in air-cooled stables. Whereas this horse, in just in 102 degrees, it just needs a tree like this. And another horse again, you've got to water it very constantly. You've got to bathe it very constantly to cool it down and so on. And this one he'll have done 8 hours, and then a short rest, he's ready to go another 8 hours. So he's got absolutely endless stamina. And what happened was, the culture of the horse in India is so deep that in the old days, the experts could read each wall of the horse. What I mean by wall? WHORL. The designs on your finger are called a wall. So now in the West, there's still a little bit of wall reading, but in ancient India, the details of the walls were absolutely endless, and each type of wall indicated a characteristic of the horse, how it would behave or what it was like. And again, there are different local names for different colorations. So what you would call in English, up there, that black and white one is like a piebald, or this one a dun or a dark bay. They have very specific names. And now let's say out of these 3 horses, that piebald, there's one coloration where instead of black it's